Here is everything you need to know about the Formula One Canadian Grand Prix before this weekend's race. The Canadian Grand Prix weekend starts this Friday, June 13th, which will consist of free practices 1 and 2. Saturday, June 14th will consist of free practice 3 and qualifying, and Sunday, June 15th will consist of the 60th ever running of Canada's national open-wheel car race and the 54th running of the Formula One World Championship Canadian Grand Prix, the current official name of which is the Formula One Pirelli Grand Prix du Canada 2025. This Grand Prix name is in French, much like the term Grand Prix, because the race actually takes place in Canada's Quebec province, where the official language is French and not English, which is why I like to refer to this race as the French Canadian Grand Prix. Does this mean that the French Canadian Grand Prix is a home race for Frenchmen Pierre Gasly, Esteban Ocon, and Isaac Hadjar, as much as it is for Montreal-born Lance Stroll? I argue that, I don't know, maybe. The Canadian Grand Prix has been run on 3 different circuits throughout its history. Mosport Park outside Toronto, Circuit Mont-Tremblant north of Montreal, and another Montreal area circuit originally called Circuit Ile Notre Dame that's now called Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. The Canadian Grand Prix Circuit Gilles Villeneuve is 4.361 kilometers or 2.70 miles in length, and the Canadian Grand Prix will be contested over the course of 70 laps around its 14 turns. Much like Australia's Albert Park circuit, Circuit Gilles Villeneuve is a street circuit made up of what are public streets in a city park for the rest of the year, meaning it's a low-grip circuit with narrow track limits and minimal runoff areas that will punish you if you make the wrong mistake at the wrong time. Nowhere at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve is more famous for catching even the most skilled drivers out than the turn 13-14 chicane, so much so that this chicane's nickname is the Wall of Champions, directly referring to its incredible ability to do just that. Along with the Wall of Champions, a super exciting part of the circuit to pay attention to is the Turn 10 hairpin. This is because you will see drivers take many different lines through that tricky corner, and also because it is where you will see an entire grandstand full of one of the most rare sights in all of Formula One, Lance Stroll fans in the wild. As far as DRS goes, Circuit Gilles Villeneuve has 3 DRS zones serviced by 2 detection lines, with the first DRS zone between turns 7 and 8 being serviced by detection line between turns 5 and 6, and the next 2 DRS zones going down the divided main straight being serviced by the detection line just after turn 9. Additionally, one of Circuit Gilles Villeneuve's most unique characteristics is that it actually has full-time residents in the form of groundhogs that run all around the circuit, and that every time I watch the race, I'm like, please don't run up under the cars, please don't do it, I don't want to see you get hurt. Sometimes it happens and it's really sad, but hopefully it does not happen this time.